she, even though I've never met her before, and I only heard about 3 minutes of her stuff, I think she lives quite an interesting life. I like the fact that she titled her poem Party, because it was about someone she met at a party, because that's my poems, I titled them just similar way, you know. Got a poem about love, it's called I Love You, got a poem about Manchester, it's called Manchester, you know, so I'm with Lucy on that. Okay, we've got one more open mic in this little section, so put your hands together for Matt Cummins.
So it's my first time on an open mic. My friend on here, who's filming me because it's a poem from my mum. So I'll just go for it. Hope you can relate. I'm told that I'm outgoing, and I owe that to my family because their infinite support has helped me grow into what I want to be. But I can't deny I've been a little selfish in the way I see commitments forged in blood. I've been lax, almost contact-free. Forgetting all those little things like ringing Gran on Thursdays or dropping Mum an email that might just brighten up her worst days. These little acts ain't much to ask, and yet I failed, despite my intellect. I ended up just penning bars instead of trying to reconnect. Too lost in life to ever remember family members' birth dates, so it's always bloody flowers. Interflora, they're my best mates. I guess I kind of wanted to try and pen an apology. For all the things I take for granted after all the love you've shown to me, and though I may not be the perfect son, please know that you moulded me. The values and the principles that once you had bestowed on me, I hold those dear, still now. They're the foundations that I built upon. The founding precepts of my worldview, all inherited from one amazing mum. She taught me young that it takes a bigger man to walk away, instilling a gentle pacifism I carry with me to this day. She said religion, that was a personal decision. And though she may believe in God, she's still not angry about my atheism. But it wasn't till I flew the nest and met realities of rent and debt that I got enough perspective to really, actually, finally get why sometimes the answer, it'd have to be no. Why sometimes I'd cross lines and she'd wanted to show the way my selfish actions eroded her soul because she was struggling hard just to eke out cash flow, raising 2 teenagers mostly all on her own. Because my father died young and my stepdad was a prick. Left a lumber with a mortgage when he took off with his kid. It was many years hence when my mother and me, we were hanging on the patio taking late evening tea. That's a mug, some milk and 2 sugars, you see. Complemented the spliff we just sparked up perfectly. Since I'd converted her in Amsterdam, since it helps with her arthritic knee. Plus, smoking up with parents is just a giggle, undeniably. We were chatting about those little things of little consequence, that rambling, giggly, silly talk of all those as follicles bear evidence of indulgence in a very specific herbal homegrown remedy. And as a painkiller, there's very little that can match up to its efficacy. But what's important for this tale is its indisputable tendency to promote an openness that's not often found within society, an ability to express just how you feel and how you might just see things differently from those around, and up debating openly. And so I saw a chance to broach a topic that had gnawed at me relentlessly, this single, seemingly unfathomable quandary. How when I'd stumbled many times just simply trying to support a meagre life of frozen pizzas, roll-ups, beers and little more. How somehow she'd given both of us near everything we'd asked. Within reason, we never went without what we desired within our hearts. It was then, right there on weathered tiles, that it finally occurred to me. She said, if you want to know the truth, I'll tell it nothing less than truthfully. The way I provided for you both, it was really just through diligently giving up most things for me and my son. I did that willingly. I worked for many years, a lot more hard than you can probably comprehend. And for 18 of them, not a penny on myself did I once spend. Now, I'm paraphrasing here because my mum, she ain't a wordsmith. That isn't to say she isn't eloquent and quite significantly learned, but I felt I had to add onto her words dramatic emphasis because I wanted her to feel just how I felt about her selflessness. The gravity of what she'd done, it hit me like a truck. Because see, I realised this woman, she'd given up her life for me. Put my needs before her own, and she'd invested with no guarantee that I would grow into a man who will be worthy of her legacy. So whenever I list my heroes, I always count from 3 to 1. It goes Sage Francis, Bill Hicks, and at the top, there sits my mum. Because she's always stood beside me throughout everything I've done. I'm just sorry that sometimes I'm rubbish at being a good son. I love you, Mum.
I think Matt's won you all over. It's always nice people mentioning them more than he wins you over. I think also, I like the old, you mentioned the old adage of, you know, a family that smokes weed together, you know, stays together. Old adage, you know. But yeah, thanks a lot, Matt. So that we've seen 3 open micers, and if you are inspired and you think, oh, I'm going to write some poetry, open mic.